What's up, fellas? I knew your motherfucking ass was gonna be in the party this morning.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the
them
time to live in Chicago.
I watched that motherfucker at work.
Into autumn as we are ready to
Like,
roll
damn, them
under blue
motherfuckers look
skies
good. Had
Soldier
motherfucker
Field.
Aaron Rodgers out there had that motherfucker doing the headlights look.
It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up. As their guys are
first half.
ready to battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19.
I saw it was 30-8. So I saw why I saw it. Yeah.
That boy Kittle, boy, he be getting open like a motherfucker, man.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Jackson.
Get down on him, nigga.
Shit, I'm out of here, my nigga.
Sweet. Hey. Get it.
On first down, it's Graham.
Hey,
only a couple for him.
They gotta come with it.
First play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They broke down with perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Rock it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Here we go. 5. 44 mark. Check.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Go off, nigga. Once you go off, I know it's time for me to come on home, baby.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go!
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception.
What's up, Block?
On the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's asking. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say husky.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Forward.
Right there.
No wonder they keep having a Super Bowl down in that motherfucker.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Lions. 49 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
2nd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Check 13. He's coming. We got double 5.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
He's going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Go. Hey.
On 2nd down, it's Graham. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 6-0 our score after 1. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
They'll try the left side. Graham. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run on 1st down. Graham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Graham. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That shit took over, man.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
Let's go. 60 yours.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Deep river.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Now.
Motion. Reset.
Go.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Well, I just made a monster, boy. Low.
Now a give, right side.
What's up, AP?
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I can't hear you.
Backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Damn, I know I'm talking about my camera, man. Fuck.
I don't think you got it, son.
Now.
And he completes it to Cohen. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Watch safety creep.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On second down now. It's Graham, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Bravo.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
I wasn't available for that draft shit. So
this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Ready, break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, let's go. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Look at me. Zip. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's studying and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Niggas all on that shit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Get in there, kid.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go, let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the
Go, Khalil.
4th time today. Picked off by Khalil.
Let's go, Khalil. Let's go.
They were looking for Johnson that time. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
He's checking. Crash. Check three. Yeah.
Hey, high 7. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Turner. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Delance Turner, as the first half is winding down, as the Bears push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Ready? 70, Indy.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Go. Hey, Foxtrot. Give me that ball, defense.
Quick dash.
Go. Get it.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Nobody.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right, 54. Get that quarterback. And all.
Mike 54.
Yep.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. We want it. General West. Let's go.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
3, 218, jump. 5.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Watch the curl. Check. Watch out. Check 37. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 24. Check safety.
Hey, lock it.
Showing up.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch the screen. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 43. Shift. Watch the shift. Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Graham. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at 3rd and 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Rock it. 10. 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the safety. Fair. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards that time on the ground. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Yes.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back. So here's an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Check out read. Kill. No.
Leo. He's gripping.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Check 26. Jam. Check 4.
22 jet bomber. Roll out.
Check 99. Slam.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
90.
check, 6 down. Switch it. Alert flare.
Look at me. Go.
31. Safe. Check 3.
Go.
Check. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
Now.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 14. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Coming to you. Bang. Check 52. Check. Fresno. Tighten up. Twist.
49. Check 49.
Check. Hey, alert 3.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Kill. Check. Lucky.
What man? Who?
Sponge. No. Big edge. Alert 3. 25. Check 25.
Hey, man, I ain't know nothing about all that, bro. I just picked the team.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 14 yards. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
36, Lions 15.
Right.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Graham, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Squeeze. Go. Shoot.
They'll try the left side. It's Graham. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Bullshit, Los.
A big play there. 74 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they
Man,
need.
get the fuck out of here.
Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll run on first down. Graham. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Graham. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Hey, Alpha.
Oh, shit. Hold on, boy. I got 20, 30 minutes.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Man, I ain't even played them niggas. I've been in the wreck.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, we're at about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
See what I'm saying?
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Go.
Again, it's Cohen. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Hurry.
This is Cohen on the toss.
Come on.
A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Get him. Check, 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 check. Shit.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Hey. You got 3.
A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Man, I don't want to hear none of that
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Yeah, we gonna see that motherfucker definitely gonna move on the phone.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Sam on. Coaching spell, get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Graham, and some room to work. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still,
we got enough to keep a court going.
I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part
I'm
is
coming
good.
out. I'll just finish the Madden game.
When the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
I know that people have explained before, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year.